The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldog basketball is on the air here on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Our coverage of Bulldog basketball is made possible thanks to these sponsors. Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa. By Cole Palace Cafe and Books. By Community First Credit Union. By Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. By Family First Chiropractic. By Lisco of Fairfield. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. By Ottumwa Community Schools, where we engage, educate, and empower every student every day. By Ottumwa Regional Health Center. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. By River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name. By River Hills Community Health Center. By Slayton Polaris. And by Sonic Drive-In, North 63 in Ottumwa. Now, let's get you to the court with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High basketball is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from the gymnasium of the high school in Grinnell tonight. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo is our on-site video producer. Brandon Drew producing the radio broadcast back at the KBIZ studios. Back-to-back nights for Ottumwa playing a girls-boys doubleheader, stepping out of the CIML tonight to take on the Grinnell Tigers of the Little Hawkeye Conference. Starting with our girls game tonight, Ottumwa comes in at 0-2. They fell to Class 5A number 11 Ames last night, 64-25, and now they face a ranked team for the second night in a row. The Grinnell Tigers are ranked 8th in Class 4A. They are 2-1. The last time they played, they lost to a very good Dallas Center Grimes team. And I had that score right here, and I'll find it here again in a moment. They lost to Dallas Center Grimes 44-33, a low-scoring game. Their two wins this year are over Newton, 65-31, and a 59-44 win over Clear Creek Amana. Newton's 1-2, Clear Creek Amana 3-1, Dallas Center Grimes 6-1, and DCG will certainly be one of the best teams that Grinnell plays all year. These Grinnell girls are very good. They're experienced. Their head coach, Trent Edson, he's been in Grinnell for 20 years. He has 12 winning seasons out of the last 14, including a couple of state tournament appearances. Last year they went 16-7. They lost in the regional final to Gilbert, who went on to state. And Grinnell returns all three of its top scorers from last season. They're all still underclassmen. Those three players are junior Ivy Schmidt, junior Meredith McKnight, and sophomore Hayden Hall. So not only are they good, they're going to be good for at least a couple of years to come. So another tough challenge for this young Ottumwa team coming off that loss to Ames. Did a little bit better from three-point. They shot 3 of 10, 30% better than they did in the opener versus Mount Pleasant. They had 24 turnovers. That was a big difference as they gave Ames 24 extra possessions there, and you can't do that to a good team. Coach Vandenberg told us that in our post-game interview last night. The free throw shooting was off as well. That had been good in game 1, not good in game 2, only 4 of 11. But there were some positives, most notably a career game last night for Isabel Mellon. The senior had a career-high 12 points. She shot 5 of 5 from the field, including 2 of 2 from three-point range. And hopefully that's just the tip of the iceberg for Isabel. She's been coming off the bench. Probably will come off the bench again tonight. But she made an impact last night, and if she can become a reliable scorer for this team, and then you get some of the players you were hoping to get going, Chloe Schneckloff and guest Addison Ransom, there's some potential for this team. It's a growing process, and of course, they were really hindered. This was not a good year to have a bunch of first-year starters in high school basketball, what with the COVID-19 issues, having practices called off, having games called off, not even able to scrimmage before the season. So the Bulldogs definitely a work in progress, and tonight another tough opponent, but hopefully another chance to learn and grow for OHS in the girls' game. We are going to tip a little bit early tonight. If you're just joining us and saying, boy, you're on the air early, this game wasn't supposed to tip until 6:15. The JV game got done early, and they decided not to wait until a 6:15 tip. They started the warm-up a few minutes ago, although actually, you know what, they pulled a fast one on me. They started the warm-up clock at 15 minutes, so we went on the air. And now the warm-up clock says there's still 20 minutes until the tip, so we may end up tipping at 6:15, which means, Annie, you and I may have to do a song and dance routine to get through this pregame show. I got a double thumbs up from Annie. We're good to go. I know nobody wants to see that. But be that as it may, we'll get you ready for Bulldog basketball tonight. Girls and boys at Grinnell, back-to-back nights. And then looking forward, there'll be action on Saturday for the girls, action on Monday for the girls and boys. And then we're in a winter break, and everybody can just kind of take a deep breath, relax, reassess, and get ready for the month of January. But still plenty of action to come between now and then. Right now, we'll take a 3-minute timeout and continue with the pregame show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Johnson, CEO of River Hills Community Health Center, where we've been growing healthy communities for the past 20 years in Ottumwa, Centerville, Richland, and Sigourney.
We recently made some modifications, but we are now back to normal with safety and precaution in mind. All of our clinic locations are open and have returned to regular hours. Appointments are being accepted in all clinics, so call for your appointment today. Remember, River Hills Community Health Center. Diversified services, exceptional health care.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated, where you can find the right tools and products at the right price, where high-tech solutions provide serious convenience, not frustration, and where members are so happy they tell their friends. Thank you, See First members. Together really is better.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa!
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball tonight on KBIZ and on the live video stream, getting ready for the Bulldogs at Grinnell. And I don't have records past, they go further back than the 2006-2007 season, but I don't have any memory of Ottumwa facing Grinnell. And this is kind of a year where the Bulldogs will at least potentially face some new teams. We would have faced Fort Dodge for the first time in anyone's memory last weekend. That got snowed out. That matchup could very well be rescheduled after Christmas. Bulldog girls coach Joe Vandenberg telling me they would look to play Fort Dodge at some point. They may also look to play Ames again. Could be a possibility. We're scheduled to play Marshalltown once in January. We could turn that into a home and home, play them twice. And of course the reason is COVID-19 and teams not being able to play. We really do not have any idea, and I hit on this quite a bit last night, but we really do not have any idea whether or not the Des Moines Public Schools, Ottumwa's Metro Conference foes, whether or not they will play or when they might be able to play. They're still in virtual learning. There was one published report last week in the Des Moines Register that said Des Moines Public Schools may stay in full virtual learning, which means no activities through the end of the semester, which is mid-January. And then it becomes a question of, even if you get the kids back in class at some point and able to start practicing again, when can they be ready to play? There's some other questions that go into that as well. So right now, Ottumwa doesn't have any idea if they'll play a single conference basketball game, or for that matter, conference wrestling, conference boys swimming, anything, bowling, any of the winter sports. We don't know if Des Moines Public Schools will participate in the winter sports season. So right now, Ottumwa is kind of an independent, a team without a conference. And they've got those dates to fill. The Bulldogs don't just want to sit around for all of those basketball dates. You play everybody home and home, so that's, 10 games for the girls, 10 games for the boys that they don't know if they're going to play or not. We've already had a couple called off this month, and the first 2 games scheduled out of the gate in January are conference opponents. Doesn't look like those will be played, although, again, there's still a little bit of time to determine that. But the larger point is Ottumwa's probably going to have some dates to fill, so they'll try to play that Fort Dodge doubleheader at some point if they can find a date that matches up with the Dodgers. As we talked about, they've at least discussed the idea of traveling to Ames and making that 2-game series this year. Had discussions about doing the same with Marshalltown this year. And there's some other schools that they could potentially talk to. And anytime a school loses an opponent, like, let's just pick one at random here. I mean, Ottumwa does hope to play Fairfield, for example, eventually. That was postponed in December. But let's pick another school, maybe someone we wouldn't normally see. You kind of go back to football. Remember, we ended up playing Central DeWitt in the football season on short notice after Burlington called off. And the reason we were able to pick up Central DeWitt for the season opener in football is at about the same time Ottumwa lost its Burlington game, Central DeWitt lost its game. And so those two schools, Ottumwa and Central DeWitt, suddenly both had an opening and they decided to meet. That could happen in basketball as well, where other schools know. Ottumwa's been in contact with several different schools, so they know that if they ever lose a game, Ottumwa could be available to fill in, especially if Ottumwa's still losing its conference games. The Bulldogs have made it known that, if you lose a game, give us a call, see if we're available. So we could have several changes to the January schedule. I haven't talked a lot about that schedule because it's so much in flux. And like everything else during this pandemic, we'll play it by ear. I'm just hoping we can play as many games as possible and get them in safely so the Bulldogs have as much chance to get on the court. And as I've talked about earlier, for the girls and boys teams, it's for different reasons. The girls team is young. They need experience. They need time on the court. They need live action, whether it's against the opponents around their skill level or the tougher opponents that you'll have to face eventually. This girls team just needs more playing time. And on the boys' side, of course, high expectations this year. Boys still don't have Trey Swartz tonight, but this should be the last game that he misses. And Ottumwa just wants to get on the court, play as many games as they can, win as many games as they can, try to secure as high a seed as possible in the sub-state tournament. The ultimate goal is getting to state this year with this, senior-laden squad of Ottumwa boys. But to get there, they're going to have to put themselves in a good position to play home games in sub-state. And to do that, you got to play games, you got to win games. So girls and boys for different reasons, but they want the same result. They want as many games as they can over the course of the season, and we'll be flexible. We'll do our best to keep up and bring you as many games as we can right here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. All right, we'll take another 3-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups for our girls' game tonight, Ottumwa at Grinnell. It's coming up shortly here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
River Community Credit Union is different from other financial institutions, from the safety of your money to who actually owns a credit union. A credit union is a democratic, member-owned cooperative. When you join a credit union, you're more than a member. You're an owner, which means you have a say in how your credit union is run. They provide the same products and services as other financial institutions, but are not-for-profit and exist to help people, not to make a profit.
River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is how we Sonic.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ. Bulldogs on the road tonight at Grinnell. Time now to check the starting lineups for the girls' game. First for your Bulldogs, head coach Joe Vandenberg keeping his starting five the same. In the backcourt, you start with the point guard, 5'8" senior Chloe Schneckloff, averaging 4.5 points per game through the Bulldogs' first two contests. Joined in the backcourt by 5'5" sophomore Olivia Coram, 2.5 points per game so far. At the third spot, 5'7" senior Josie Lemons, 1.5 points, 3.5 rebounds per game. Up front, 5'10" junior Addison Ransom, 6 points and 5 rebounds per contest. And in the middle, 5'11" senior Ann Guest, 4 points and 2.5 rebounds per game. As for the Class 4A number 8 Grinnell Tigers, their head coach Trent Edson, his projected starting lineup starts in the backcourt with 5'8" senior Keely Eitel, 5.7 points per game for Eitel. Joined in the backcourt by 5'5" sophomore Leah Harris, averaging 2.7 points per game. The third spot, 5'10" junior Ivy Schmidt, 12.3 points per game. That is tops on the Tigers this year. The fourth starter, 5'8" junior Meredith McKnight, 11 points per game. And they rounded out with 5'9" sophomore Hayden Hull, 8.7 points per game. Schmidt, McKnight, and Hull all averaged double figures a year ago. Two of them, Schmidt and McKnight, are there this year. Hull a little bit off that pace at 8.7 points per game, but again, it is early. All right, we're still a few minutes out from the opening tip. Again, the JV game ended early. They started warm-ups early. They put a 15-minute clock on it, so we began our broadcast early. But then they reset the clock so that they would tip off right around the scheduled 6:15, which meant they had an extended warm-up, and we have an extended pregame show, so we'll take another 3-minute timeout. Come back and look at a couple of keys to the game before we get to the introduction of the lineups here in the Grinnell Gym and the National Anthem. So keep it right here. 3 minutes and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
At Community First Credit Union, we see how important it is to be the kind of financial partner you can depend on, no matter what. We see that you have plans, goals, hopes, and dreams. We see you need banking tools that are real-time and bankers that are real people. At See First, we see all of these things because at See First, we see you.
Our world has changed a lot in a short amount of time, but your health and safety remain our #1 priority. We have the supplies needed and the processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. We're here for you today and always.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, and of course the live video stream at AttumwaRadio.com and on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Jason Van Arkel with you in Grinnell tonight. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew back at the KBIZ studios running the radio broadcast. A non-basketball note for you. The latest college football playoff rankings have just been announced. The Iowa Hawkeyes stay at number 16. Of course, they had the sad news today that their final game against Michigan had to be canceled because Michigan has way too many COVID-19 cases, so the Hawkeyes will await their bowl game announcement on Sunday. Iowa State has moved up to number 6 in the college football playoff rankings. I will let you decide whether or not that means they have a legitimate shot at the playoff if they win the Big 12 championship game on Saturday. Personally, even though I'm a Cyclone, I still think it would be quite the long shot and would take some chaotic upsets elsewhere for that to happen. But still quite an achievement for Iowa State. And as we mentioned, they play Oklahoma Saturday morning at 11 in that Big 12 championship game. All right, back to basketball as we're getting close to the opening tip for the girls' game. Keys to the game, obviously, Ottumwa's got to cut down on the turnovers. You knew that would be an issue early in the year. Again, the team not able to have any live action before the season began. and Grinnell will be another tough test. Grinnell is basically a 5-guard lineup. They don't have anybody taller than 5'10", and their tallest starter, Ivy Schmidt, is actually listed as a guard on their roster. So they are not a big team. In fact, Ottumwa might have maybe not a huge advantage inside, but Ann Guest, 5'11", is taller than anybody Grinnell has. Now, having said that, you would expect Grinnell to be very tough defensively, especially on the perimeter. We might see some pressing tonight. Ottumwa has not dealt with the press all that well in its first 2 games of the season, although they did make some nice adjustments against Mount Pleasant, and that's what allowed the game to be competitive in the second half. On the other end of the floor, Grinnell shoots a lot of threes. In fact, more than half of their shots this year, 79 out of 150, are three-point shots. So, if you're Ottumwa, you've got to defend the three-point line. Now, the Tigers have not shot the three particularly well on the season. As a team, only 28% from behind the arc. That is lower than the optimal percentage. In high school ball, at least, you want to shoot at least 33%, at least make 1/3 of your three-point shots for those to be effective shots, and Grinnell's been a little bit shy of that. They have faced some good defensive opponents, most notably Dallas Center Grimes, who held them to 33 points on Friday. So Ottumwa's got to be very cognizant of the three-point shot, and then they have to rebound. You get some long rebounds, some long caroms off those three-pointers. The Bulldogs need to hustle the rebounds, box out, secure the rebounds, not give Grinnell second chance opportunities. OHS is in the red road jerseys tonight, the white trim on the collars, white lettering Ottumwa across the front, white numbers front and back, some white and silver striping down the sides of the red shorts. Grinnell in the home whites, black lettering, Grinnell trimmed in orange on the front, black numbers trimmed in orange front and back, white shorts with an orange and black chevron, orange and black trim, and the Grinnell Tiger logo in black on each side of the shorts. On the back of the jersey, in addition to the number, they have another Tiger logo where the nameplate would normally be. Looks like we will set up for the national anthem. Let's take 2 minutes, and we'll be back with the opening tip on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated, where you can find the right tools and products at the right price, where high-tech solutions provide serious convenience, not frustration, and where members are so happy they tell their friends. Thank you, See First members. Together really is better.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are underway at Ottumwa and Grinnell. They played a quick national anthem. Grinnell won the opening tip. They came down and a shot was missed by Ivy Schmidt. Ottumwa got the rebound. Grinnell pressing off the miss, but the foul is committed by Hayden Hull, first of the game on either team. And now Ottumwa inbounding against pressure. Into the front court it goes to Ransom. And And Addison looking for some help, double teamed in the corner. She can dribble out of it. She does. To the wing. Picked up her dribble, bounces it back out up high on the right side to Chloe Schneckloff. Man-to-man defense for the Tigers. Schneckloff, though, picked up the dribble and drug the pivot foot. That's a travel. Bulldogs need to avoid turnovers. And it will be Ivy Schmidt, the junior, to bring it into the front court. Ottumwa picking up man-to-man to start out. Throw it up top for McKnight. Meredith McKnight, left wing. Hayden Hall for a three and hits it. Told you they shoot a lot of threes. Hall hits the first one of the game. 3-0 Tigers. Inbound to Olivia Corum, up ahead to Ann Guest. Now they got a 2-on-1 up to Ransom. They break the press. Addison takes it down, missed the layup, but drew the foul, and Ransom will shoot two. That's how you run a press break. Keely Idle gets the foul, her first. Team foul number 2. Ransom at the line. 2 of 2 on the season. Junior takes her time, puts it up, knocks it down. Bulldogs have their first point, 3-1. Bulldog basketball brought to you by Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. One more free throw for Ransom. Less than a minute gone in the opening quarter. Second free throw good. And Ottumwa trails by 1, 3-2. Schmidt back into the front court, to the right side on the dribble, goes up top for McKnight, to the right side for Leah Harris, left side for Hall, into the corner. Idle launches a three, missed it, deflects twice off, well, first off the rim, then off the backboard, and Schneckloff has the loose ball. They double team her in the backcourt. Chloe trying to dribble out of it, races across the timeline, gets a good pick from Josie Lemons. Now a lob underneath the Ransom, off the glass and good. The Bulldogs break out of the press, Ransom the bucket. Schneckloff the assists, and Ottumwa leads it 4-3. Left side of the ball goes to Hull. Hull dribbles in, left-handed layup off the rim, no, and a rebound to Schneckloff. Chloe will race into the front court. They'll look to trap her, but Chloe gets around that to the right wing, down to the block for Ransom. Tough catch, backing down in the lane, and fell down. They call a travel, which is probably better. Well, the ball ended up in Lemon's hands. I thought Ransom got the pass off. I thought it would be stolen, so I wasn't too upset with the travel, but if we ended up with the ball, then I don't like the call so much. Schmidt up top around a pick, gets it to McKnight. Top of the key, now towards the left for Hayden Hall. Skip it right side for Harris. Harris into the lane, and tied up by Josie Lemons. Alternate possession will give it back to Ottumwa. 6:03 to go first quarter. Bulldogs leading Class 4A number 8 Grinnell 4-3. Schneckloff inbounding, gets it into Corum. To the left for Guest. And long pass into the front court for Ransom. Runs it down in the corner. And gets it back out up high on the left to Schneckloff. Chloe brings it all the way back to midcourt to set up the offense. Bulldogs line up free throw line extended. Now they go right wing to Guest. Pass deflected. Try to get it inside. It's stolen. Here comes Grinnell Harris up ahead to Schmidt. Takes it down right side of the lane. And is that a foul? No, it's a clean block by Josie Lemons, forcing a held ball. This time the arrow gives it to Grinnell, but a great defensive effort by Lemons to hustle back down court and block that clean. Inbound to the corner. Hull, a quick three off the inbound, missed it. Long rebound on the floor, tapped out, back to Hull. Goes right side for Idle. Her three on the way, in and out, no good. And a rebound pulled in by McKnight, and she's fouled by Olivia Corum. That's the first foul of the game on Ottumwa. Grinnell may not like what it sees so much here. They bring in 3 subs. We've got junior Lauren Pease, junior Sydney Kenkel, and sophomore Caitlin Van Compernol. Quick inbound up top to Schmidt for a three, no good. Rebound underneath. Grinnell had it, lost it out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. And Ottumwa gets it back, leading 4-3, 5:22 to go first quarter. Schneckloff tried to get it inbounds, knocked loose. And it's out of bounds on the baseline. They say last touch by Ottumwa. Well, they're not going to call the reach around that Pease committed there. It's might be a long night for Ottumwa. Back in the corner off the inbounds to McKnight. Skip pass to the right side. Swing it up top to Schmidt out of the hands of Kenkel. Schmidt, a pull-up jumper right side of the lane is good. Ivy Schmidt has her first bucket. Grinnell leads at 5-4. Schneckloff, she can run the baseline. Well, that was a quick 5-second call. Didn't seem like she had the ball that long. So Ottumwa turns it over. Inbounds comes to McKnight in the corner, up top to Schmidt. Almost traveled there. Now McKnight kicks it out to Schmidt on the wing after a drive. Into the corner, McKnight. She'll launch a three from there, a whistle. And a foul is committed on the shot by Ottumwa. The shot no good, but going to the line is Meredith McKnight to shoot three. Foul on Josie Lemons trying to contest. McKnight 6 of 9 from the free throw line on the season. She makes the first. That makes it 6-4 Grinnell. Ann Guest, by the way, is playing with a clear mask on her face. Second free throw good. Not sure if there's an injury or that's just something protective. It'd be protective for an injury too, but we're not sure if she actually suffered anything. McKnight makes all three of the free throws, and Grinnell leads at 8-4. Inbound to Guest, and her pass stolen by Schmidt, who puts it back up and in, and that press starting to give Ottumwa trouble. They're down 10-4. Inbound to Lemons. Double team, dribbles out of it, and a blocking foul will be called on Van Compermol. First one on Van Compermol. Team foul number 3 on the Tigers. Corum trying to split defenders in the backcourt, lob it up ahead across the timeline to Guest. Takes it left side, try to bounce it underneath, stolen. Back the other way, the sophomore Van Compermol up ahead to Schmidt, left-handed layup good. Now Grinnell getting fast break buckets at will. They lead 12-4. Long inbounds pass to Corum left side, up ahead to Guest. Nearly dribbled into a crowd, got it back to Steckloff. They got to get across the timeline and do, and a reach-in foul committed by Grinnell. Could be one of two players there. Lauren Pease called for the foul, her first, team foul number 4. Hayden Hull checks back in for Grinnell, replacing Ivy Schmidt. Bulldogs inbounding at midcourt, no pressure now from Grinnell. Up top is Ransom, left side to Guest, knocked out of her hands, got it back. Goes up top to Corum, right side to Ransom, tries a three, off the rim, no good. Rebound to Schneckloth on the weak side, brings it up top. Dribbles towards the right side, hands it back to Corum, top of the key, down to the right side of the lane, Josie Lemons. Lemons dribbles in, splits defenders. They call that a travel. So Grinnell back the other way. And a three from the top of the key is too strong out of the hand of Van Compermol, but Grinnell gets it back. Right side is McKnight, one dribble, and her three too strong, and this time the rebound to Corum. Bulldogs need to go off these missed shots when they get the rebound because Grinnell's looking to press. Corum gets it to Schneckloff. Bulldogs got to get it across the line. They do. Another good pick by Lemons, and a good pass across in the lane. The layup no good. Ransom missed it off the pass from Schneckloff. Now Grinnell wants to run a wayward pass, run down by McKnight. Skip pass left side for Hall. Three on the way, hand in her face, missed it. Rebound, though, is pulled in by Lauren Pease, and she's fouled on the putback. And Olivia Corum gets her second. Corum's got to be careful. She had 4 fouls in the first half last night. And it looks like she'll have to check out here in a moment with 2 fouls. Pease at the line. This is her first free throw attempt of the season, and it's no good. Isabel Mellon will check in for the first time, replacing Corum. Mellon coming off a career night with 12 points last night. Second free throw short, and the rebound to Ransom. Got it over to Mellon. Mellon goes back to the left, now back to the right, bounce it back to Schneckloff. Bulldogs got to get around this line of 3 defenders. Chloe to the right side, lost it out of bounds. It'll go back to Grinnell. Well, Grinnell with a near line change here. 4 players coming in. Keely Idle is back in. Ivy Schmidt is back in. The 2 new players are Sydney Miller, a 5'10" junior. And they also bring back Leah Harris, who started the game. Up top with it is Miller. Gets it to Hull. Hull lobs it down to the baseline for Harris, right side. Skip pass left side for Idle. Dribbles to the left. Gets it back up top to Hull. Hull to the right side, out on the wing to Schmidt. Schmidt around a pick up top. Lob it underneath on the pick and roll, and the layup, though, no good by Miller. Bulldogs fighting for the rebound, but it's rescued by Grinnell. They kick it out, idle for a three, no good. Rebound loose underneath again. Diving on it is Harris. Bulldogs will tie it up. And Ottumwa gets it back with 2:21 to go in the opening quarter, trailing 12-4. We've kind of been stuck on this score for a little while. Bulldogs will try to run a press break. Schneckloth gets it in right side to Guest. And picked up her dribble. Someone's got to come help her. Long pass up ahead, got it all the way to midcourt to Ransom. Ransom's got to watch for the Wolf behind her. Takes it down the lane, lost it, but I think we get a foul on Grinnell. And they will get Ivy Schmidt for her first, and that's 5 on Grinnell. Schneckloth to inbound. Into the corner for Ransom. 3 on the way, right corner. In and out, no good. Rebound though to Guest, and she's fouled as she goes back up. Addison Ransom still looking for her first made 3 of the year. She's now 0 for 8. That one was halfway down. But Guest with the weak side rebound getting to the line. Foul is on Sydney Miller, her first. Team foul number 6. And is 6 for 10 at the line so far this season. Takes her time. First one on the way. Left it short. One more free throw for the senior. Bulldogs down 12-4, 2:04 to go opening quarter. And second free throw. Got that one. Her first point. It's 12-5. Here come the Tigers. Moving right to left as we look at it in the opening half. Schmidt up top. Down the lane. Little floater off the iron. No good. And a good rebound by Ransom. Ransom in some trouble here. Guest is available over there. She can find her. But we get a reach-in foul on Sydney Miller, her second. That's team foul number 7. That should send Ottumwa to the other end for a 1-and-1. And it will. And Miller becomes the first Grinnell Tiger to get a second foul. It'll be Ransom to shoot the free throws, 2 for 2 already tonight. Or now they say it's Schneckloth. Schneckloth saying, I'm not the shooter. Ransom was fouled, but the refs say, no, it's Schneckloth. So Chloe will go to the line. She's only tried one free throw this year, and she missed it as a 1-and-1 here. Puts it up and missed it, didn't get the roll. Rebound pulled in by Grinnell. Schmidt racing into the front court, top of the key, feeds it back to Idle. Dribbles back to the top of the key, launches a 3, left it short. Rebound underneath, though, to Harris, kicks it out to Schmidt, left wing. She tries a 3 and hit it. Only the second made 3 for Grinnell, but it makes it 15-5. Schneckloth inbounding up ahead to Lemons. Back to Schneckloth. Across the timeline. Bounce it up ahead. Mellon couldn't handle the pass, loose on the floor, and we get a held ball. The arrow favoring Grinnell. Minute 17 to go. And Ottumwa wants a timeout, so we'll take 30 seconds and return on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball brought to you by Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa by the Train Depot, offering an array of coffee beverages. They serve breakfast as well and homemade soups, salads, and sandwiches for lunch. You can like and follow them on Facebook as well. Minute 17 to go opening quarter. Ottumwa trailing Grinnell 15-5. Grinnell ball coming out of Ottumwa's first timeout. Ivy Schmidt for the Tigers into the front court. Lob it into the high post for McKnight. Back to Schmidt on the give and go, and Ottumwa fouled her underneath. Should not be a shooting foul. He will get the second foul on Josie Lemons. It's team foul number 4. But both Lemons and Corum have 2 fouls each. And Lemons will check out, replaced by A.J. Van Manen. McKnight will throw the inbounds from the baseline. And a lob all the way up top for Schmidt. Swing it back in the corner to McKnight. A corner 3 is good. You cannot lose track of the inbounder after she throws that inbounds pass. Bulldogs paid for it that time. McKnight has 6 points, and now Van Manen trapped in the corner, trying to dribble up the sideline, but stepped out of bounds. And now Grinnell will inbound from that corner, or near that corner. They inbound it to Schmidt on the left. Steps into a 3 around a pick, missed it too strong. A good box out and a rebound by Schneckloth. Bulldogs should go. Doesn't look like Grinnell will set up a trap, but Schneckloth shattered across the timeline. Hands off right wing to Van Manen. AJ picked up her dribble and had nowhere to go, jumped and came down. That's a travel. Into the front court is Schmidt, top of the key. Right side for Hayden Hull. Shot fake, dribbles in, got all the way to the rim and laid it in. Hull has 5 points, 20-5. Mellon across court to Van Manen. AJ across the timeline, got to watch behind, takes it all the way down. Jump pass in the lane again, didn't know where to go with it, threw it away. Up ahead is McKnight. Schneckloth back trying to slow her down. Left-handed layup is good. Grinnell running at will right now, 22-5. Van Manen gets it to Schneckloth in the backcourt, and time expires. 1 minute and we're back for the second quarter on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
River Community Credit Union is different from other financial institutions. From the safety of your money to who actually owns a credit union. A credit union is a democratic member-owned cooperative. When you join a credit union, you're more than a member. You're an owner, which means you have a say in how your credit union is run. They provide the same products and services as other financial institutions, but are not-for-profit and exist to help people, not to make a profit.
River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the second quarter, Ottumwa on the road at Grinnell tonight. The Bulldog girls trailing the Tigers 22-5. OHS ball to open the second quarter. Schneckloth trying to inbound, gets it inbounds in midcourt to Isabel Mellon. Mellon back to Schneckloth. Bulldogs with a rare chance to set up in the half court. Olivia Corum's back in the game, has it on the left wing. Around a Ransom pick up top. Over the right side, gets it to Mellon. Mellon back up top on the dribble. Had it knocked out of her hands. Tried to chase it down and save it, but it went out of bounds on the far side, and Ottumwa turns it over again. Grinnell back the other way. Ivy Schmidt into the front court. Left side for Sydney Kenkel. Swing it up top to Pease. Right side back to Schmidt for a 3, and and hit it. Ivy Schmidt has 12 points, and Ottumwa down 25-5. Corum in the backcourt. Races across the timeline, double teamed in the corner, but a reach-in foul called on Grinnell. That'll be on Lauren Pease, her second, team foul number 8, and Corum's going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Josie Lemons will come back in and give Addison Ransom a break. Corum 3 for 4 at the line on the season, first trip tonight. Takes her time. Puts it up and knocks it down. She earns the bonus. First point of the game for Coram, 25-6. Second free throw rolled off the rim, no good, and Grinnell gets the rebound. Schmidt around a pick into the front court, picked up her dribble near the top, decided to shoot and hit it. She picked up her dribble, looked to pass. Ottumwa relaxed just a little bit, trying to get into the passing lane, and Schmidt took advantage. Up ahead to Lemons, and she tried to find a cutting Ann Guest on the left side, but threw it too high and out of bounds. Now Coram checks back in and will replace Ann Guest. And the Tigers come back the other way. A whistle, an illegal screen up at the top. If that's on, well, it might be on Kenkel. Her first. For a moment, I thought it would be on Pease, her third, but it's the first on Kenkel. Ottumwa inbounding from the far side, down 28-6. Mellon racing around defenders. Picked up her dribble, now throws across the timeline to Coram, up ahead to Ransom, one-on-one, goes up, draws the foul, and Addison Coram will shoot two. When Ottumwa's run their press break successfully and gotten the ball ahead, they've gotten opportunities to go to the line. Kenkel, 2 quick fouls. Ransom at the line to shoot two. That's team foul number 10. It was a shooting foul anyway, but Ottumwa in the double bonus the rest of the way in the first half. Addison hits the first one. She has a team high 5 points. Second free throw off the rim, no good. Rebound batted out of bounds, last touched by Ottumwa. Back the other way once again is Schmidt. Gets it up top to Kenkel. Left corner it goes to Megan Moss, who's checked in. Back to Schmidt, right wing. She hits another three. Boy, Grinnell was having real trouble hitting their threes early, but now they can't miss. 31-7. Deflected pass and out of bounds, last touch by Ottumwa on the far side. And Guest back in for Ottumwa. Keely Idle and Meredith McKnight back in for Grinnell. Inbounded, goes in the corner now to McKnight. Dribbles across the lane, goes left side. Idle will launch a wing three, short. With the rebound underneath the McKnight, kick it out to Schmidt. She'll launch another one, and right now she can't miss. She's hit 4 threes in the quarter, 5 in the game. She has 21 points already, and Grinnell leads 34-7. And a pass thrown away by Ottumwa at midcourt. Back the other way come the Tigers. McKnight to Schmidt, lay it in. That's good. Timeout Ottumwa. 5:45 to go second quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After Ottumwa takes its second time out, they bring it into the front court. Grinnell, perhaps somewhat mercifully, backing off the press. They lead Ottumwa 36-7. Ransom has it up top, dribbles left, now back right. Gets it to Schneckloth at the volleyball line. She backs it up to reset the offense. Coach Vandenberg trying to put his players in the right place. Ball goes high post to Coram, over to Ransom, down the lane, right-handed layup, a little too strong. Rebound tapped out of bounds. It'll go back to Grinnell. Schmidt into the front court. Top of the key, left side to Idle. To the corner for Kenkel. Back to Idle, brings it up top, right side to Schmidt. Bulldogs man-to-man now trying to stay on Schmidt. It goes in the corner. Quick three on the way is an air ball. And Grinnell loses it out of bounds. It goes back to Ottumwa off the miss by Megan Mouse. And Grinnell no longer pressing. 4:58 to go until halftime. Corum across the timeline. Puts it up top to Ransom. Left side to Guest. And surveys, brings it to the top of the key. Hands off to Corum. Down to the right side for Ransom. Lemons trying to post up. Back to Corum instead on the wing. Olivia drives in, put up the shot. It was blocked by Kenkel. Schmidt with the loose ball back the other way. Slows it down. Left side, Kenkel. Shot fake and a drive. Bulldog hit the deck, no call. It's kicked out to Schmidt for another three. Finally missed one with the weak side rebound to Idle. Up top to McKnight. She dribbles in. Left-handed layup is good. Ten points for McKnight, 38-7 Tigers. Schneckloth gets it from Corum into the high post Lemons. Lemons down the lane, left side, layup blocked, out of bounds. It'll stay with Ottumwa, 3:59 to go. Isabel Mellon back in for OHS. 3 subs for Grinnell as they bring, let's see, Lauren Pease, Hayden Hull checks back in, and Leah Harris also returns. Inbound left wing to Mellon. Isabel driving in, little runner, little too strong, and the weak side rebound pulled in by Pease. Grinnell wants to run. They get it quickly up head to Idle, and her layup no good. Rebound tapped. Idle got it back off the deflection. Up top to McKnight, who launches a three. Left it short, and Grinnell stepped out of bounds getting the rebound that time. It'll go back to Ottumwa. Into the front court is Olivia Corum. Corum hands off to Schneckloth, top of the key. Chloe to the left, now back right. Backs it away. Goes behind the left side to Mellon. Isabel drives right, gets it, or drives to the left, I should say. Got it in the corner to Corum. Now on the wing to Ransom, and a reach-in foul called on Grinnell. Lauren Pease picks up her third. Bulldogs have been in the double bonus for a few minutes now. Ransom at the line, 3 of 4 so far tonight. Has 5 of Ottumwa's 7 points. First one up, a little too strong. Zoe Jones and Ann Guest return to the OHS lineup. Oh well, Jones will check in if Ransom hits the free throw. Second free throw, too strong, and the long rebound all the way out to Leah Harris for Grinnell. She brings it into the front court. Right side for McKnight. Step back three on the way, good. They shoot a lot of threes. They hadn't been hitting a high percentage, but after a slow start, they've heated up. 41-7 Grinnell. Mellon drives down to the baseline left side and is called for a travel. Across the timeline once again is Harris, gets it to McKnight. She takes it all the way down, left hit and layup good. Boy, Ottumwa just, boy, I hate to be critical of the Bulldogs, but they're not providing much resistance right now. 43-7. Mellon picked up her dribble, goes right side for Zoe Jones. Jones fires underneath, knocked away, intended for Ransom. Grinnell tried to save it, but it's out of bounds. It'll stay with Ottumwa. Kelsey Van Compernol checks in for the first time. I believe they're twins, Kelsey and Caitlin Van Compernol, both sophomores. We'd seen Caitlin, now we see Kelsey for Grinnell. Mellon down the lane, lost the handle. Picked up under there by Hayden Hall, and back the other way. 3-on-1 comes Grinnell. McKnight across, got it back. Missed the layup, got fouled on the give and go from Sidney Miller, and Grinnell shooting 2 with 2:15 to go until halftime. McKnight at the line. 3 of 3 on the night and hits that one. Second free throw for McKnight is good. 45-7. Into the front court, Olivia Corum. Hands off to Mellon. Mellon lobbing into the lane. At Guest with a tough catch. Pivots, goes up, draws the foul. And was hacked at from the moment that pass was thrown. Managed to fight through all that traffic to secure the ball, get a shot up, and draw the foul. Hayden Hull gets her second foul. And at the line, 1 for 2 on the night. First one up and good. 45-8. Chloe Schneckloth back in for Ottumwa, replacing Isabel Mellon. One more free throw for Guest. 2:05 to go until halftime. It's up and good. 45-9. Racing into the front court is Van Compernol. It's it up top to McKnight. Right side nearly stolen by Zoe Jones. I thought she had the breakaway, but couldn't get both hands on the ball, knocked it out of bounds. Good defensive play, though, by the senior. Megan Moss is back in for the Tigers. They inbound, and Moss tried to catch it, but traveled in doing so, and gives it right back to OHS. Bulldogs hoping to get into double digits here before halftime. Corum to the right side, gets it to Jones on the wing. Zoe goes towards the top for Ransom, tries a three, off no good, out of bounds. Our boys' game, of course, comes up after the girls' game is complete. Bulldog boys will try to even their record at 2-2. All those left side, stepping into a three is Pease. It's no good. Rebound to Guest. Schneckloth coming back the other way, under 1:20 to go. Here in the second quarter, Ottumwa down 45-9. Down to the block. Ransom tries to split defenders, lost it, but Guest got it back. Oh, that's a late whistle on the travel. Ransom lost the ball. She didn't travel. Guest picked it up, and then they blew that travel call. I don't understand that whistle. Still 45-9. And a whistle on the other end. Van Compernol was called for carrying the basketball. A.J. Van Manen returns, replacing Corum. So Ottumwa right now has Schneckloth, Van Manen, Guest, Ransom, and Zoe Jones on the floor. And Manen across the timeline. Goes back right to Jones. Tried to get it to Guest on the opposite block, but the pass missed and went out of bounds in the far corner. Well, they say Grinnell touched it, so Ottumwa will keep it. 52.7 remaining in the first half. Schneckloth inbounding, and a lob all the way up top to Jones. Zoe goes underneath, tough catch by Ransom, and lost it falling down, picked up falling down by Grinnell, and they're back the other way. Caitlin Van Compernol left side, went all the way in for the layup and drew the foul. And she will shoot two. Zoe Jones with her first. It's only team foul number 5. Caitlin Van Compernol at the line. This will be her first free throw of the season, and it's no good. One more free throw, and it rolls around the rim twice and goes through. 46-9. Bulldogs back the other way. Schneckloth right through the midcourt circle. Around a pick to the right side. Guest trying to post up underneath. Pass goes in. The double team comes. Knocked away. Stolen by Van Compernol. Into the front court. Goes left side. And a quick three on the way. Off the rim. No. Weak side rebound knocked out of Jones's hands out of bounds. How do they say that's... Okay, he reversed it. It's a Ottumwa ball. Jones had it in her hands. It was knocked out by Grinnell. He pointed Grinnell's way, then changed his mind. The miss, by the way, was by Mouse. 15 seconds to go in the half. Let's see if Ottumwa can find a bucket here. Van Manen around a pick to the right side. Picked up her dribble. Looking back door. Ransom trying to fight for the ball. And a held ball. The arrow favors Grinnell with 3.1 seconds left in the half. Inbound to Van Compernol. I don't think she knows how much time is left. She doesn't. Time expires. But Grinnell leads at 46-9 as we get to recess. We'll take a 3-minute break, come back, and begin the halftime show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Opa! It's time to experience something new. Like new tech, new options, and new performance upgrades. Polaris gives you the fastest engaging all-wheel drive. The only GPS that lets you plan, track, and share. Ultra-bright LED lights. And exclusive work features you can't get anywhere else. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
It's time to experience something new. Like new tech, new options, and new performance upgrades. Polaris gives you the fastest engaging all-wheel drive. The only GPS that lets you plan, track, and share. Ultra-bright LED lights. And exclusive work features you can't get anywhere else. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
At Community First Credit Union, we see how important it is to be the kind of financial partner you can depend on, no matter what. We see that you have plans, goals, hopes, and dreams. We see you need banking tools that are real-time and bankers that are real people. At See First, we see all of these things because at See First, we see you.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships and foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are at halftime at Ottumwa High Basketball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Bulldog Basketball brought to you by Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Stop and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Bulldog girls need to regroup. We knew it would be a tough game against Class 4A number 8 Grinnell on the road, and that's certainly a good description. Ottumwa trailing the Tigers 46-9. Scoring, Ottumwa led by Addison Ransom, who has 5 points. Ann Guest has 3, and Olivia Coram has a single point so far tonight through the first 30 minutes. On the Grinnell side, Ivy Schmidt went off in the second quarter, hit 4 threes in a row. She has 23 in the game. Meredith McKnight has 17. Only 2 other Tigers have scored. Hayden Hull has 5 points, and Caitlin Van Compernol has a single point. Ottumwa broke the Grinnell press a couple of times early, but then really began to suffer a string of turnovers that allowed the Tigers to stretch out the lead. It was 22-5 at the end of the first quarter. And the Bulldogs, tough to report, but Ottumwa only has 1 field goal in the game. Ransom had an early 2-pointer off a fast break. The other 7 points for Ottumwa have come from the free throw line. Bulldogs are 7 for 13 from the stripe. Grinnell 6 of 9. Grinnell, though, has done its damage from outside. We said they shoot a lot of three-pointers, but don't shoot a high percentage. I think they were about 2 for their first 10, but then they really heated up. Schmidt has hit 5 threes on her own. McKnight has hit a couple, and Hull has hit 1. So that's 8 first-half three-pointers for Grinnell, helping them build the 46-9 lead. It's a 37-point deficit, so the running clock will be in effect when we begin the second half. Ottumwa could restore the normal clock rules if they get the Grinnell lead down under 25 points. But right now at the half, it is Grinnell 46 and Ottumwa 9. Second half goals for OHS. Grinnell's not going to press anymore. They backed off that about halfway through the second quarter. Ottumwa's just got to get some execution on offense. They've got to run the plays the way they're supposed to be run. They've got to make sharp cuts, make sharp passes, smart passes, and find ways to get open shots. We said tonight would be tough, but they had to find, some ways to learn and ways to grow, and one good way to do that in the second half would be to find some ways to have the offense function more effectively in the third and fourth quarters. That'll do it for the halftime show. Bulldog basketball tonight is brought to you by Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street, Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure their clients receive the best results as fast as possible. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back with the second half on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
I'm Mark Frymoyer, owner of Champion Bowl. Winter got you feeling cooped up? Break out and come to Champion Bowl. We have a full bar and a great menu. Hang out in the lounge. Let us cook for you. Celebrate birthdays and special events. Call us at 682-8005 to help set up your next big event. We look forward to seeing you at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun. Open every day at 10 and at noon on Sunday. Follow us on Facebook for specials and events.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Cole Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Our world has changed a lot in a short amount of time, but your health and safety remain our number one priority. We have the supplies needed and the processes in place to keep you safe. We've implemented visitor restrictions and we are reducing physical contact as much as possible. Patients and employees are required to wear masks for your protection and theirs, and your care team is screened daily. So don't wait to get the care you need. We're here for you today and always.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Getting ready for the start of the second half. Running clock will be in effect. Ottumwa trailing Class 4A number 8 Grinnell by a score of 46-9. It will be Bulldog basketball now moving left to right as we look at it. And as you see it, if you're watching the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. You can also find that stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Olivia Corum with the ball to start the second half. Takes it right side. Throws it in the corner and a little too tall for Schneckloth out of bounds. Another Ottumwa turnover. Grinnell to inbound. Lob it into Ivy Schmidt, who had 23 points in the first half. She goes right side for Hayden Hull. Hull spins down the lane, left-handed hook shot, got the roll. Boy, Josie Lemons defended that pretty well, but a nice hook shot by Hull in the lane. She has 7, 48-9. Schneckloth, left side for Guest, and brings it up top. Down the lane, turn around, shot off the glass. Ooh, off the rim, no good. Pretty good effort by Ann there. Rebound pulled in by Leah Harris. Back the other way, Grinnell. McKnight left wing. Had a hand in her face, hit the three anyway. 51-9. Question now is how long will Grinnell head coach Trent Edson leave his starters in there? Corum gets it to Guest up high on the right and takes it all the way down to the baseline. And tried to gather it in, got called for a double dribble. I'm not sure she ever had control of the ball to warrant the double dribble call. Schmidt back the other way, top of the key, pull up three. She hit 5 in the first half and she rattles that one home. And I wish Ottumwa would close out a little better. They've given up 2 threes here in this second half already. Schneckloth down to the baseline. Backs it out to the corner. Goes underneath. Lemons gathers it on the dribble and had her shot blocked but got fouled. And Josie Lemons will shoot 2. That's on Leah Harris. First one on her. Lemons at the line, 1 for 3 on the season. First one here for the senior. Off the rim, no good. Josie gets one more. Puts it up and got that one to go, her first point. 54-10, Bulldogs into double figures. Schmidt across the timeline, right to left. They close out on her this time. Pass it underneath McKnight, out on the wing to Idle. In the corner for Hull. 3 on the way, good. Well, the ball movement from this team is on an elite level. 57-10. If they shoot this well throughout the season, they will be very hard to keep out of the state tournament. Schneckloth trying to drive right side, got fouled. Wasn't shooting. Leah Harris has picked up fouls each of the last 2 times down. She now has 2. Schneckloth inbound right side to Ransom. Shot fake. Left-handed dribble in the lane. Runner off the glass and good. Addison Ransom's got 7 points. It's her second bucket of the night. 57-12. Schmidt Up top for McKnight. Left side for Hall. She gets a three in the air. Off the rim, no. Long rebound pulled down weak side by Schmidt. Gets it to Harris right wing. Skip it to left wing for Idle. She drives in. Little floater is good. First bucket for Keeley Idle. 59-12, and Ottumwa commits an inbounding violation and gives it back to Grinnell. One note about that Idle drive. That's one of those drives where we've seen some other officiating crews call a travel as she gets the feet going at the same time as the ball. Inbound to Schmidt, who hits another three. Schneckloth is like, what can I do? I had my hand right in her face. 29 points for Ivy Schmidt, 62-12. Grinnell should think about clearing the bench now. 4.5 to go in the third. Ransom nearly lost it up high, picked up her dribble, needs some help, lobs it high post to Lemons. Lemons down the lane, lost it, got it back. Nice up and under move, got the shot up and drew the foul, and Josie will shoot two with 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Hayden Hull gets her third. Lemons was 1 for 2 at the line a few moments ago. Finish the thought on that drive as Lemons makes the first free throw. I have to give this officiating crew credit because they're not calling that really quick travel when the player, gets going, pushes the foot off and dribbles at the same time. Other officiating crews, especially in girls' games, have called that kind of travel way too often. It's refreshing to see the officials here letting the kids actually drive the ball. Second free throw was missed. Grinnell back the other way. They swing it in the corner. Another three, no good, out of the hands of Hayden Hull. And a good rebound by Olivia Corum. Long pass up ahead left side to Schneckloff. Chloe goes in the corner for Ransom. Ransom around to pick. Up top, curls right, kicks it out on the right wing. Schneckloff the three. Back iron, no. Rebound tapped into the hands of Corum. She goes back up. Her shot was blocked, and Schmidt has the rebound. Long pass up ahead. Ottumwa didn't get back quickly enough. Hull beat the defense down, caught the pass, and laid it in. She's up to 12 points, 64-13. 3.5 to go in the third. Very fast-paced quarter, and again, the running clock in effect. It does stop for the free throws, but that's it, unless someone calls a timeout. Schneckloff on the right side. Throws it up top to Ann Guest. Ann, a couple of dribbles, hands it off to Ransom. Addison double team, lob in the corner for Schneckloff. Down to the block, Lemons, a good catch, goes up, missed the shot, got it back, goes back up, couldn't get that to go. Corum, the rebound, her shot no good. Lemons, another look at it, lost that ball. And now a breakout for Grinnell the other way, all the way down Idle, and lays it up and in. Ottumwa, oh, pardon me, Grinnell will take a timeout. This is just a substitution timeout. We'll keep it right here. Or no, they'll take the timeout. We'll take it with them. 30, and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After the timeout, Ottumwa back the other way, trailing 66-13 here in Grinnell. Left side is Schneckloff. And pass to Lemons, now down underneath the Mellon. Her layup rolls in, hit both sides of the rim and went down. Tough shot that goes for Isabel Mellon, her first bucket of the night. 66-15. Schmidt pulled up, decided just to shoot the three. That time an air ball as Guest had a hand in her face. I'm looking down at the scores table. You can kind of see it on the video feed. The Grinnell mascot is apparently keeping score down there tonight. Well, it's good they found him something to do. And Guest with it up top. Left side for Schneckloff. To a cutting Mellon, left side of the lane. Split two defenders and got fouled. Will they say she was shooting? No, it'll be out of bounds underneath. Foul is on Caitlin Van Compernol, her second, team foul number 4. A.J. Van Manen will check in and replace Chloe Schneckloff. And got the inbounds pass into Mellon on the left side. She curls around defenders in the lane, pass across the lane to Guest, put it up from the right side, spun it in off the glass, and Guest with her first basket. 66-17, Guest now has 5 in the game. Schmidt trying to go coast to coast, missed the layup but drew the foul, and Ivy Schmidt will shoot 2 for Grinnell with 1:21 to go in the quarter. Kind of surprised she is still in the game. If she gets a free throw here, she'll have 30 points. But she kind of took it quick and missed it. Came into the game 7 of 9 from the free throw line. If she makes this one, she'll come out. Meanwhile, Zoe Jones is in for OHS. Second free throw good. 30 points for Schmidt. She checks out. Sydney Miller comes in for the Tigers. Ottumwa has Jones, Corum, Van Manen, Lemons, and Mellon on the floor. Corum between the circles. Goes left side to Mellon. Bobbles it, but picks it up. High post now for Lemons. Trying to drive in, split defenders, and got fouled. Lauren Peace gets her 4th. It's team foul number 5. We might have somebody foul out in this game after all. Inbound left wing to Van Manen. Down into the block for Lemons. Kicks it right side to Jones. Zoe drives in, put it up, off, no good, but Corum the rebound, kick it out to Mellon. A 3 on the way, too strong. Weak side rebound, Van Manen. Fed it underneath to Jones. Tried to kick it back out. It was stolen away by Miller. Up ahead to Van Compernol. Right side of the lane. Layup good. 3 in the game for Caitlin Van Compernol. 69-17. Right side to the wing Jones. Down to Mellon. Curls down the lane. Left-handed runner. Little short. And that rebound pulled in by Grinnell. And then Ottumwa commits a foul as Megan Moss pulled it in. Fouled by Zoe Jones, her second. First foul of the half on Ottumwa. Make it the second. And clock was running out. Official stops play. We had a running clock here. I don't know why they stopped play. 6.5 seconds to go. Running clock in effect. They'll start it now. Ball goes left side for Pease. Lemon's got her hand on the ball. 2 seconds, 1 second. Long 3 at the buzzer by Kenkel is good. Of course it is. Sydney Kenkel's first bucket. 72-17. Fourth quarter back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter, Grinnell with the ball. Sophomore Caitlin Van Compernol drives the lane and draws a foul. She will shoot 2. Foul is called on Kennedy Hugan, who was checked in for Ottumwa. First free throw this time for Van Compernol, no good. 1 of 2 from the line in the first half. Ottumwa down 72-17. Second free throw, no good. Rebound run down to the corner by Van Manen, went down to her knees. Tried to get it over to Mellon, but it was deflected out of bounds. So Ottumwa will keep it. Running clock has been in effect the entire second half. Bulldogs will be back in action. The Bulldog girls Saturday afternoon, 5 o'clock home game against Fort Madison. Should be a opponent more on Ottumwa's level. Layup missed by Mellon. Rebound pulled in by Sydney Miller. Wants to go coast to coast. Right-handed layup no good. Rebound tapped and controlled by Ottumwa as Hugan ends up with it. Bulldogs get it across the timeline to Mellon. Goes right side for Hugan. Drives in, kicking in the corner to Jones. Jones tried to go underneath. Ball went through about 3 sets of legs. Who touched it? They say Grinnell did. Ottumwa reached for it at the end. Thankfully did not touch it. Van Manen will inbound from the sideline. Mellon, Jones, Kennedy Hugan, and Chloe Bradley are on the floor with Van Manen. Mellon brings it up top. A lot of contact there. Lost it, but it's picked up by Jones high on the right side. Skip it left wing for Hugan. Drives in, puts up a free throw line runner off the glass, no good, and the rebound underneath to Grinnell. And Comprano, long pass up ahead to Pease. She drives in, cut off, kicks it up top. A 3 on the way, off the rim, no. Rebound underneath, fed across to the right side. Short jumper is good, or really a set shot by Lauren Pease. 74-17. Van Manen was high on the right side to Jones. Up top, Hugan. Pardon me, that was Bradley. 23, not 32. Mellon, not sure if that was a shot or a pass underneath. It went to Jones, but then Jones stepped out on the weak side. Olivia Corum will check in, replacing Van Manen for Ottumwa. Some subs for Grinnell as well. We see Madison Strober as a 5'7" junior. Taylor Vanderleest, a 5'9" sophomore. Kelsey Van Compranola is back in. And she brings it across the timeline. Dribbles right to left. Hands off to Vanderleest. Vanderleest curls right, kicks it on the wing to Strober. Strober's in the lane, left-handed shot, no good. Got her own rebound left side of the lane. Spins in the lane, right-handed shot, no good. Rebound saved by Hugan, and Jones picks up the loose ball. Here come the Dogs. And the pass from Mellon, too wide on the right side for Corum. Ottumwa turns it back over. 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Driving all the way down the right side, throwing it up kind of wildly was Van Comprano. Missed it. Rebound to Corum. Her pass into the front court is off the hands of Chloe Bradley, a little wide of her, and the ball picked up again by Grinnell. And now losing the ball, Van Comprano picks it up, gets it up top to Vanderleest, takes it right side, dribbled it off her foot, and it's stolen away by Hugan. Here comes Mellon into the front court. 2-on-2, takes it down left side, put it up, contact. Both officials have their hands in the air. They'll have a conference here. And we're going offensive foul. First foul on Mellon. Team foul number 4 on Ottumwa. Still 74-17. Van Comprano up top, takes a 3 and hits it. Kelsey Van Comprano has 3 points. That matches Caitlin Van Comprano. 77-17, 4 minutes to go. Left side Corum goes to Hugan. Hugan brings it back up top, bounces it to Zoe Jones. Jones, left side for Corum. She'll try a 3-pointer and banked it in. Well, Ottumwa finally gets its first bucket of the fourth quarter. A 3 by Olivia Corum. Her first 3 of the year. She had been 0 for 5 coming in. 77-20. And Comprano throws it behind Vanderleest on the left side out of bounds, and Ottumwa gets it back off the Tiger turnover. Under 3.5 to go. Official rescues the ball from the bleachers, and now Ottumwa inbounds. Isabel Mellon brings it into the front court. Left side bounces it to Corum. Up top to Hugan. Hugan driving right side, lay it up, rolled off the rim, no good. Vanderleest the rebound for the Tigers. Van Comprano back the other way in the front court, down the center of the lane, crosses over. Have an awkward hook shot to the right side, no good. Good defense by Olivia Corum, rebound to Mellon. Isabel into the front court. Takes it right to left, bounce it to Corum left wing. To the right side for Jones. Zoe gets it up top to Hugan. Hugan will try a three-pointer, left it short off the rim, high rebound off the floor, picked up by Van Compernol. Long pass up ahead, tough catch by Strovers, laid up no, but a whistle and a foul will be called on Kennedy Hugan, her second. So Strovers at the line, her first free throws of the season coming up. First one is good. Addison Ransom will come back in for OHS, replacing Isabel Mellon. One more free throw here for Grinnell. Addison Strovers puts it up, and it didn't catch the rim. It's an air ball and back to Ottumwa. 2:32 to go. Across the timeline comes Olivia Corum around a pick left side, hand off to Hugan. Hugan brings it back to the free throw line on a dribble and got called for a double dribble. And now Grinnell will bring it back the other way. Van Compernol up top, takes it right side down the lane. Just went by herself, missed the layup, kind of a wild shot, rebound on the floor. A held ball, and the arrow favors Ottumwa as we tick under 2 minutes to go. Olivia Corum will bring it up this time. Left side, a handoff to Hugan. Hugan brings it up top. Lost it, deflected, and stolen by Grinnell. Back the other way, Van Compernol. Shot blocked by Jones, but they'll call a foul. Oh. I'm not sure that was a foul, and the Bulldog bench clapping for Zoe anyway. Her hustle to get back and contest that. 3 fouls on Zoe. Kelsey Van Compernol at the line for the first time tonight, and the first time this season. Makes the first free throw. Second free throw good. Grinnell hits the 80-point mark. Minute and a half to go. Corum left side. Tough catch by Ransom, and her pass back down to Corum, thrown away. Intercepted by Sydney Miller. Grinnell into the front court, left side. Van Compernol another 3, and she hit that. 8 points in the fourth quarter, 83-20. Corum across the timeline. Under pressure from Miller, takes it to the left side, got it in the corner to Hugan. Shot fake, got her defender in the air, driving the lane, little runner, good. Kennedy Hugan, her first bucket of the season, 83-22. Van Compernol down to the block from Miller, back out to Van Compernol, up top to Moss, into the corner of Van Compernol. To the right side, Vanderleest. Spin move down the lane, nice move, right-handed layup, but missed the layup, and the rebound to Ransom. Counting down to 30 seconds to go. Up ahead to Jones, underneath for Ransom. Turnaround right-handed in the lane, off the glass, and good. Addison Ransom has 9 points, 83-24. Van Compernol top of the key, hesitation, gets it to Vanderleest, spins down the lane, runner no good, but drew a foul with 15.9 seconds to go. Addison Ransom with her first, team foul number 6. First free throw, no good. Vanderleest, a 5'9" sophomore. Her second free throw, in and out. Rebound is batted out of bounds, and it'll go back to Ottumwa. As we roll down to 10 seconds to go, running clock. Ottumwa will have to hurry if they want to get one more shot. Corum, long pass up ahead to Ransom, left side. A lob deflected underneath, stolen away by Grinnell. 2 seconds, 1 second. Stolen by Jones, but the buzzer sounds. Final score, Grinnell 83 and Ottumwa 24. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and begin our between game show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Johnson, CEO of River Hills Community Health Center, where we've been growing healthy communities for the past 20 years in Ottumwa, Centerville, Richland, and Sigourney. We recently made some modifications, but we are now back to normal with safety and precaution in mind. All of our clinic locations are open and have returned to regular hours. Appointments are being accepted in all clinics, so call for your appointment today. Remember, River Hills Community Health Center. Diversified services, exceptional health care.
At See First, we believe our members deserve financial solutions unlike any other, where the people make you feel appreciated, where you can find the right tools and products at the right price, where high-tech solutions provide serious convenience, not frustration, and where members are so happy they tell their friends. Thank you, See First members. Together really is better.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball on KBIZ and the live video stream at OttumwaRadio.com. Brought to you by Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications, Lisco of Fairfield, and by the Ottumwa Regional Health Center. Your health and safety is their #1 priority. Girls game in the books. Ottumwa falls to Class 4A, number 8 Grinnell, 83-24. The scoring for Ottumwa tonight: Addison Ransom led the Bulldogs with 9 points. Ann Guest had 5. Olivia Coram with 4. Isabel Mellon had 2. Kennedy Hugan had 2. And Josie Lemons had 2 points. For Grinnell, they were led by Ivy Schmidt, who had 30 points. Meredith McKnight added 20. 12 points for Hayden Hull. 8 for Kelsey Van Compernol. 4 points for Keely Idle. 3 for Sydney Kenkel. 3 for Caitlin Van Compernol. 2 points for Lauren Pease. And 1 point for Madison Strovers. Ottumwa 9 of 17 from the free throw line in the game, and Grinnell was 10 of 19. The Bulldogs dropped to 0-3. Grinnell now 3-1. And the Ottumwa girls will be in action again Saturday, late Saturday afternoon, a 5 o'clock tip at home, taking on Fort Madison in a makeup game for one of the games that was postponed when Ottumwa had the COVID-19 issue. Bulldogs, few days to rest, few days to recover. That Fort Madison game, I believe, is a winnable one for OHS. Should be a fun one. We will have it for you Saturday at 5. I will not be here, have a family commitment. My good friend Ellis Kojo will step in and do the play-by-play of that girls game on Saturday. We do hope to talk to Bulldog girls head coach Joe Vandenberg before the start of the boys game tonight. Right now, we'll take a 3-minute timeout. If Coach makes it up here by the time we get back, we'll talk to him then. If not, we'll start breaking down the boys game. You're listening to Bulldog Basketball. We're on the road at Grinnell tonight. Boys game still to come on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Keeping you, your families, and your businesses connected in these challenging times is now more important than ever. We here at Lisco are dedicated to continue providing the same local customer service we have over the years. Both your business and home internet and phone service is Lisco's priority. Lisco, your local communications provider. Call me, Megan Daly, at 641-209-5400, 641-209-5400, or visit online at www.lisco.com.
River Community Credit Union is different from other financial institutions. From the safety of your money to who actually owns a credit union. A credit union is a democratic member-owned cooperative. When you join a credit union, you're more than a member. You're an owner, which means you have a say in how your credit union is run. They provide the same products and services as other financial institutions, but are not-for-profit and exist to help people, not to make a profit.
River Community Credit Union, where everybody knows your name.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Basketball, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ, and of course our live video stream. Jason Van Arkel with you in Grinnell tonight, getting ready for the second half of our doubleheader. The Bulldog boys facing the Grinnell Tigers. And as we take a look at Grinnell first, they're 2-2 this season. They went just 7-16 a year ago. Their head coach, Brandon Sharp, he's a Grinnell alum. He's in his third season as a head coach, 17-31 overall. Grinnell last year was a bit more guard-oriented. They graduated that top scorer, Jake Hall, who averaged 18.6 points per game. However, they did return their next 5 top scorers from a year ago. This year, their offense looks like it's built around their big center. 6'8", Owen Kaufman. He's averaging 14.8 points per game, also 7 rebounds per game and 1.3 blocks per game. And so the offense for Grinnell runs inside out. Now, they do have a couple of guards, Cole McGriff and Brooks Latimer, who are both shooting nearly 50% from 3. They're a combined 14 for 31. They make half their shots. Again, that's probably a lot of it attributed to the big man Kaufman inside. They hit 37% from three-point range. That's mostly due to McGriff and Latimer. They're not very good from the free throw line, only 51% as a team, so Ottumwa may look in some situations at least to put them on the line rather than give up a bucket. As for Ottumwa, they come in at 1-2. You know, they've lost their last two games. They were without the services of 5 regulars, including 3 starters in the loss to Mount Pleasant. Last night at home against number 6 Ames, still missing All-State senior Trey Swartz, as well as Mason Young, the first man off the bench. Lost that game last night 64-47, but that margin doesn't tell you how close the game was. Ottumwa had it as close as 4 points late in the third quarter. Gatlin Meninga, a huge night last night, 21 points, a career high. So Ottumwa will have to survive this game or get through this game without Swartz and Young. They should be allowed to be back at practice tomorrow, which means they'd be ready to play in Ottumwa's next scheduled game, which is next Monday night on the road at Oskaloosa to wrap up the December portion of the schedule. Bulldogs last night, they shot 44% against Ames. They were 54% from three-point range. So why did Ottumwa lose? 21 turnovers. Huge disparity in the turnover margin. I think Ames had less than 10 turnovers. Maybe they had just over 10. But either way, Ottumwa turned the ball over way too much, and that was the reason they couldn't come back and find a way to get past Ames. And that was one of those games where you looked at it and said Ottumwa was battling with the number 6 team in the state without Trey Swartz. Imagine if they'd had him. Well, you can't live on what ifs, and Ottumwa's going to have to find a way to win without Trey tonight before they get him back, hopefully in time for practice tomorrow. So Ottumwa and Grinnell Bulldogs trying to get their record back even at 2-2. Grinnell already 2-2, looking for their 3rd win of the season. Let's see, we've still got, we only have about 3.5 minutes until the introductions here, the end of pregame warm-up. So let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with the starting lineups on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Community First Credit Union, we see how important it is to be the kind of financial partner you can depend on, no matter